block multiplication. Here what we'll do is we will take two matrices, and you know what is the condition for condition required for multiplying two matrices. The number of columns in the first matrix should be same as the number of rows in the second matrix. So let M dash, I'll denote the matrices as M and M dash, be, I'll write them separately. M, B, and M by N matrix. Take capital M as M by N matrix, and let M dash be an N by P matrix. The number of columns in M is N, and number of rows in M dash is also N. So that M into M dash is defined. And we will choose a positive integer which is strictly less than N. What is N? The number of columns. Let R be a positive integer. Let R be a positive integer with R strictly less than N. Take a positive integer R which is strictly less than N. Then we will be decomposing this M and M dash. We will be dividing M and M dash into blocks, two blocks. And then we will come up with a new method of matrix multiplication. We may decompose M and M dash into blocks as follows. What we'll do is we'll take M and we will divide it into two blocks by making a separation after R number of columns. I've chosen R, which is a positive integer strictly less than N, where N is the number of columns. So you divide this M into two blocks. Divide this matrix M, where M is M by N matrix. So M has N number of columns. Remember, N number of columns. R is less than N. So let this first block R have R columns. Then what will be the number of columns in B? Anybody? Total number of columns is N in M. I'm dividing this matrix after R columns. So how many columns B has?
N minus R?
Yes, N minus R. The total number of columns has to be N. And the number of rows in A and B is the same, that is M. Number of rows is the same, that is M. But you are dividing after R number of columns. The first block is called as A now, and the second block is B. So I can look at A as a matrix of order M by R. If I consider A as one separate matrix, it's a matrix of order M by R, and B is a matrix of order M by N minus R. Number of rows is the same, number of columns is R and N minus R respectively. And you consider M dash has N rows and P columns. Here we will divide M dash into blocks by making a separation after R number of rows. Remember, N is the number of rows here and R is a number less than. So what we'll do is we'll divide M dash into two blocks by separating it after R number of rows. So the first block, that is A dash, it has R rows. Here it is columns, remember, it is columns. In M it is separating after R number of columns. In M dash you make a separation after R rows. So how many rows B dash will have now? B dash. M dash had N rows. You made a separation after R rows. Therefore, B dash has N minus R rows. What's the total number of columns in A dash and B dash? Number of columns. Number of columns in A dash as well as in B dash. I've not made any separation based on columns. Let me ask. Okay, yeah, she has answered. So this is P. Number of columns in A dash and B dash is same as that of N dash. whereas number of rows in A and B is same as that of M. Okay. So here A dash is R by P matrix, B dash is N minus R by P matrix. Then multiplying M with M dash using the usual rule. How do you multiply two matrices? You have to multiply the ith row of the first matrix with the jth column of the second matrix in order to get the ijth entry. But with this decomposition into blocks, after decomposing the first one based on columns and the second matrix based on rows, the product of M and M dash will be same as multiplying A with the block A dash and then adding the product B dash. As though you are multiplying two, you know, 1 by 2 and 2 by 1 matrices. If you have two rows, you know how to multiply two rows. Suppose I take a row A1, A2 and another row consisting of entries B1, B2. You multiply them as A1 into B1 plus A2 into B2, right? So after decomposing the given matrices M and M dash into blocks, here we have two blocks A and B, and in M dash we have two blocks A dash and B dash. So you can multiply M and M dash as though they are two row vectors of order 1 by 2 and 2 by 1. You multiply A with the first block A dash plus B with the block B dash. The resulting matrix is same as the product M into M dash. M dash. As I said, if the usual method of multiplication, the rule that you already know for multiplying two matrices, if that comes out more handy, then you can use that itself. You don't have to go for block multiplication. Only when block multiplication makes matrix multiplication easier, only then you use this. Otherwise, there is no point in using one more new method. Okay? Whenever we come up with a new method, that should always make your uh, work easier. If it is making your work complicated, then what is the point in using that, right? We will look at one example. Let me take one matrix with 1 0 0 0 1 7, a 2 by 3 matrix. I'm taking this as one matrix, say M. M is this, and M dash is a 3 by 2 matrix, 2 3 0 0 4 8. Here, this is a 2 by 3 matrix, and this is 3 by 2 matrix. After what are the possible values for R now? R. If you recall, I had taken R to be a number less than N. Here, in this case, N is 3, right? N is 3, the number of columns of the first matrix, number of rows of the second matrix. Since N is 3, I could choose R to be equal to 1 or 2. Okay? That is left to me, whether I'll choose R to be 1 or R to be equal to 2. Both the options are there with you. You can choose any such option. I cannot choose R to be greater than 3, right? Because total number of columns is 3 here, so I cannot make a separation after 3 columns. Here also, you have exactly 3 rows, so I have to make a separation either after 1 row or 2 rows. Otherwise, there is no point because the total number of rows is 3. We will take R to be equal to 2 here. So I'll do this. I'm separating after 2 columns here, and here I'm separating after 2 rows. I'm using exactly the same method, remember? Here, separation is done after R number of columns, here after R number of rows. So I've done that. So our A is 1001, the first block, and the second block is 07. And what is the first block of M dash? A dash is 2300, and B dash is 48, 1 by 2 matrix. So block multiplication, as you can see, will be useful. Say if you have a very big matrix, and there is a kind of a block there where it has a lot of zeros. So you try making it a separate block. So what happens, you know that if any matrix is multiplied with the zero matrix, the resulting product is zero. So in such cases, you can make use of block multiplication. Or you just check here. A, what is A? The block A which I have got here is nothing but identity. And what is the speciality of identity matrix? It multiplied with any matrix will give back the same matrix. So your multiplication becomes easier. So now multiplying m with m dash is same as multiplying a with a dash and then adding the product b with b dash. So I should multiply the first block, that is 1 0 0 1, this block with this block. Okay. 2 3 0 0 plus then I have to multiply the second block, 0 7 with the second block of m dash, that is 4 8. So what is the first product? Reshma, what is the first product here? This product? Quickly, without making any
2.
calculation. Yeah. 2. Continue. I can hear you.
Okay.
Do you have to make the
Ma'am,
calculations
can I
or
do?
can you? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at the first matrix. What is the first matrix here? 1 0 0 1. What is it? Hmm?
Identity matrix.
Identity. Identity multiplied with any matrix is what?
Same. 2 3 0.
Yeah. Huh?
2 3 0. Yeah.
I couldn't make out what you are trying to say.
2
What should be the
3
answer?
0 0.
Right. Yeah. So you don't have to make any calculation, right? It's almost clear
Okay,
because we
ma'am.
know that this is right. Yes, right. Yeah. The second product, what will be the order of the second product when after
1
multiplying
by
these two?
2.
Is it? Just check carefully. If it becomes 1 by 2 matrix and the first matrix is 2 by 2, I won't be able to add those two. I can't add them.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the order of the next product? How many rows the first matrix here has? This matrix, 0
1
7.
row.
Now how many
1
rows?
row. 1.
0 7?
2 rows are there.
2 rows, yes, yeah. How many columns the second matrix has?
1,
Columns,
2 column.
2 columns. So what will be the order of the product?
2 by 2
2 by 2. It has to be 2 by 2 because if I'm adding this to the first matrix, if the first one is 2 by 2, the next one has to be 2 by 2 because the method block multiplication cannot go wrong, right? So this
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be a 2 by 2 matrix. What is the first entry? First row, first column. That is 0 into 4, which is 0. Then first row, second column. 0 into 8, that is 0. Then
0.
second row, first column. What is the entry?
28.
28. Then second row, second column.
56.
Yes. Is that you answering or somebody else answering?
No, me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now I have to add, that's all. So 2, 3, 28. This was 0. So 28, 56. Yeah, that's all. You can mute. So this is the product that we got by block multiplication. Or what you can do is you can consider the two matrices 1 0 0 0 1 7, and then which was the next matrix m dash 2 3 0 0 4 8. We can just cross check whether this is right. You use the usual method of multiplication. Anyone? I mean, all of you can try that on your own. Just multiply using the actual method and then check what is the product you get. It should be the same. It should be the same. 1 into 2 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 4. So you get it at 2. 1 into 3 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 0. So you get it as 3. 0 into 2, 1 into 0, 7 into 4. So it is 28. 0 into 3 plus 1 into 0 plus 7 into 8, that is 56. So you get the same matrix. Either you can use the actual method of matrix multiplication or you can use block multiplication. The resulting matrix would be the same. I'll give you one problem. You'll multiply the two using block multiplication and give me the answer. Multiply this matrix. Yeah. I myself give you the blocks. And 413 0 0 0 1, say minus 1 0 2 3 1. Here, if I have made a separation after two columns, here I have to make it after two rows. So multiply these two using block multiplication. So I have to multiply the first block with this first block and then multiply this with the second block. Now to get the answer, don't use the actual method of multiplication. Please once try this block multiplication, how it works, so that you will get the idea. And it is not necessary, remember, it has to be separated after two columns. Here, I can make a separation after one column or after three columns. So that is left to me. Since the total number of columns is 4, I can choose R to be equal to 1, 2, or 3. But I have taken this separation because the second block becomes identity. That's useful. Did you all get the product? What is the product now? This answer. Someone quickly give me the answer. Nandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the matrix you got?
5, 0, 3, 10, 5, 6.
10, 5, 6 is it?
Yes. Sorry, 7. 10, 5, 7.
7. Okay. Yeah. The answer should be 503 10, 5,
10,
7.
5.
Yes. Correct. You can, yes. This is one way of decomposing a matrix into two blocks and using block multiplication. Another way is also possible where you will decompose the given matrix into four blocks. As before, we will have two matrices M and M dash. Then we will be decomposing them into four blocks. A, B, C, D, and say A dash, B dash, C dash. Now, what is the rule when, or what does that have to take care when I make this separation after so many columns and so many rows that we'll discuss now. But before that, this is how the method works. You divide m into 4 blocks, m dash also into 4 blocks. Then you multiply them as though they are two matrices of order 2 by 2. You know how to multiply two matrices of order 2 by 2. It is A11, A12. Did I write it? A11, A12, A21, A22, and if the other one is say B11, B12, B21, B22, how do you multiply them? It is A11, B1 plus A12, B21, and then A11, B12 plus A12, B22. That will be the 1/2th entry. Then 2/1 entry will be A21, B11 plus A22, B21, and the 2/2th entry will be A21, B12 plus A22, B22. Second row, second column gives you this entry. Just like you multiply two matrices of order 2, you can divide m and m dash into 4 blocks, and this product of m and m dash would be same as the matrix that you get, where you should draw a bigger matrix. The first block is going to be equal to A into A dash plus B into C dash. And this 1/2th block would be A into B dash, B into D dash plus B into D dash. And this 2/1 block is, you have to multiply the second row of blocks with the first column of blocks. C into A dash plus D into C dash, and the last block would be C into B dash plus D into D dash. All these are not entries, these will be the blocks of suitable order. When I combine all the 4 blocks together, I would get this product. Even in the earlier case, I think I had written just that mm dash is equal to A dash plus B dash. But remember, these are all blocks, okay? Blocks of the same matrix. When you add them, you get the resulting product. We will discuss this new block multiplication now. Let M be an m by n matrix and m dash be, as before, n by p matrix. We may decompose m dash into 4 blocks as follows. What you do is, you take two numbers r and s. R and s are positive integers whose sum comes out to be equal to n, where n is the number of columns of m and number of rows in m dash. Earlier I had to choose one number r, which is a positive integer strictly less than n. Here you have to choose r and s to be positive integers. You cannot take them to one of them to be 0 or negative. Okay, two positive integers whose sum comes out to be n. Okay, the number n. Then using these r and s, we are going to divide m and m dash into blocks. If m is a matrix, remember this is m by n. What we'll do is, we will divide m after r number of columns. Here the first block is A, second block is B, third block is C, and this is D. The number of rows after which you have to separate m into blocks, that number could be anything, but just see that that number is less than M. Okay? This separation made after so many rows, that number of rows is not fixed, that is up to you. Just see that it is less than the total number of rows in M, because M and P, the number of rows in M and the number of columns in M dash, that is P, they don't have any connection. Okay, the values of M and P could be anything. Only we know that the number of columns in M and number of rows in M dash should be the same. So here you can divide after any number. Just see that here you have R columns. Okay. Here A and C, both the blocks have R number of columns. If they have R number of columns, what will be the number of columns in B and D, these two blocks? See here, total number of columns is N, R plus S is N. Therefore, these two blocks B and D will have S columns in them. Or as before, I can also write instead of S, N minus R. That's also enough. And in M dash, you make a separation after R number of rows as before. And after how many columns you have to make a separation, that is left to you. That number could be anything. Just see that it is less than the total number of columns in M dash. What is the total number of columns in M dash? That is P. This entire matrix is of order N by P. So here there should be R rows. Here there will be S rows. I'll call the first block as A dash. This is B dash. This is C dash. This is D dash. Then M into M dash is equal to the matrix where you get A into A dash plus B into C dash as the first block. Then the 1/2th block would be A into B dash plus B into D dash. This block is C into A dash plus D into C dash. And the last block is C into B dash plus D into D dash. The resulting matrix will also be of order M by P. We can once check whether all these, multiplications of the blocks are valid, because, to multiply two matrices, what is the first and foremost requirement? Number of columns in the first matrix same as the number of rows in the second. A, just look at A. How many columns A has? A has R number of columns. What about A dash? A dash has R number of rows. That says A into A dash is defined. Correct? A into A dash is defined because number of columns in A is R, number of rows in A dash is R. Same. B, come to B. How many columns B has? B has S columns. Number of rows in C dash. Number of rows in C dash is S. So B into C dash is defined. Once again, here A is there. A. What is the number of columns in A? R. What is the number of rows in B dash? How many rows B dash has? It is R here. Remember, number of rows here is the same. That is R. Correct? In B dash, there are R rows. So A has R columns, B dash has R rows. This is defined. B has S columns, D dash has S rows. Right? S rows. I'll use a highlighter. Do not laser. Here. D dash also has S rows. B has S columns. So this is defined. What about C into A dash? C. C has how many columns? R columns. C has R columns. A dash has how many rows? R rows. So this is defined. D. D has S columns. C dash has S rows. So that product is defined. Come to the last entry, the last block. C has R columns. B dash has R rows. So this is the product which is defined. And D has S columns. D dash has S rows. So all the block multiplications that we have used here, the block-wise multiplications, they are defined because they satisfy that condition. Number of columns in first equal to number of rows in the second. And here there will be Just see that how many, the order whether it is M itself. Just check it out. The first block will have exactly how many rows. That depends on after how many blocks or how many rows I have made the decomposition. Here you have A and C. Just to cross check that this product which we got by using the method of block multiplication is also of order m by p. Whether we have m number of rows here, see this block here will have how many rows? The number of rows here is same as number of rows in A, right? Because there A comes in. Suppose I assume that here there are say some k number of rows and here some L number of rows whose sum is equal to m. K plus L is m. If A has k number of rows, here also you will get k number of rows. Here in the first block. C has L number of rows, so here also you will get L rows. The total number of rows will be k plus L, which is m. Number of columns. This block has how many columns? The number of columns here is same as the number of columns in A dash, C dash, all that. So number of columns in A dash is here, this number, whatever the number here is. Let me take it as, let here be some, what notation to use? Some X number of columns. Here there are some Y number of columns. So what happens? These blocks will have X number of columns because A dash and B dash, A dash has so many columns. And when I come to these blocks, there comes B dash and D dash. Okay. And number of columns in B dash, D dash is Y. So here also you'll get Y columns. So Y columns together with X number of columns. X plus Y is P. So number of columns in this matrix is P. Number of rows in this matrix is M. The method I have given you, what you can do is the previous two examples or this example itself, you make use of block multiplication by dividing into 4 blocks. Maybe this way. And try finding out the product. You should get the same answer. How do you multiply this? The first block with this block plus this block with that. That gives you the first block in the resulting product, and then this block with the second, and then I don't know whether it is visible here. So this block into the first block plus these two blocks, then this into that plus this into this, and then this block into the first block plus 0, 1 into the second block of the second matrix. So you multiply them as though they are 2 by 2 matrices. Each block is considered as one number, and you multiply them as if they are 2 by 2 matrices. Just use that method, okay, and get the product to be the same.